Hello, this is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan. Alright. So today we got some good stuff. Regular season ended yesterday. Hall of Fame induction over the weekend. Talk about that coming up. And I'll also throw in some football too. So we'll see how this goes. So you guys all know I'm on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, or iHeartRadio. You can watch me anywhere. I don't know what I'm up to on Spreaker, but I'm at like 160 followers. And that's what I like about Spreaker. I don't know how to find the amount of followers you have on Google Podcasts or Spotify or iHeartRadio, so but I might be going on Apple Podcasts as well, because Apple Podcasts, shows you, the reviews on, 4 point, I would just like to see, I got all these followers, but how many people actually watch it and how many people actually like it? Because, I don't see the viewers I have. I know I have, all those followers, but I don't know if there's, 160 followers, but, 500 people are viewing it, and only 160 actually like it. So it might be headed over for some reviews. And I looked at some of the more successful podcasts of, in sports. But anyway, let's get this going. So Steph won the scoring title yesterday. I think he's only the second 33-year-old to Michael Jordan to win a scoring title. And I've always felt this entire season that Steph Curry is deserving of the MVP, but he's deserving when he's not. Because, when you look at the times LeBron lost, there were a lot of excuses made. Wasn't a high enough seed. Oh, we don't like it for going to Miami. Or, oh, we didn't win enough, So that's why I thought Curry didn't deserve it, but then again did. I believe, my belief system would say him and Chris Paul are the top two candidates. Because they did the most with the least. But I'd probably say Chris Paul's a little higher, because I know Curry has all those numbers and all that. And there's one incredible stat that I'm going to get to in a second. But CP3 brought the Suns from a 10 seed to a 2 seed. But that's nothing. That's not an indictment on Curry at all. He's not going to win, but I think he deserves it. And one thing I loved about this year, I pointed this out with Bill Belichick and the Patriots, and Tom Brady, is for years it was, it's the system, not Brady. Brady won't do well in Tampa Bay. Then they come out this year, and I know Bill Belichick had a lot of opt-outs and all that, but Brady won the Super Bowl with a different system. That just tells me he was the system. Alright, so Steph, first they said, I think this year, it's, he didn't win enough, and then, before that, when he was doing well again, it was all, he's in a good system, or, he needs Kevin Durant. No, he didn't. He's doing better without Kevin Durant. He was the system. Look at them this year. He's the system. It wasn't Kevin Durant. It wasn't... Klay Thompson's been injured the last 2 years. And ain't Klay Thompson helping him. And their number one draft pick, who was doing well early on, is injured. So he's the system. That's what I love about this year. And I'm about to prove he's the system to you with this one ridiculous stat. Not ridiculously dumb, ridiculously amazing by Steph Curry. So when Steph is on the court for the Warriors, like when Steph is on the court, the Warriors were a top 10 offense this year. Now, when he was off the court, they were the worst offense in the last 5 years. What? The last 5 years. Worst offense without Steph on the floor. I used to just hate him, honestly. The same reason I hate Tom Brady is because they just win. They beat my favorite teams. That's what I hate. But I've never denied how great they were. And Steph, I think he'll finish. See, if you went by my belief system, he'd be number 2. Jokic would be 3. And Jokic is the MVP. We don't even need to debate that right now. Jokic is winning it. But I think Steph, if it were up to, honestly, all right, here's what I would do. This way I'm following my belief system and, well, the NBA media's belief system. Jokic is number 1. I get that. He's been amazing this year. I think he's averaging like 27, 12. He's just been a great facilitator and scorer at the same time. He's just done it all for the Nuggets. And for me, number 2 would be Steph. And the way, so Jokic is averaging 26, 10, and 8. And he's shooting 39% from 3, which is good for a big man. And I think he leads the league in triple-doubles right now. But I'll check my facts there. But number 2 would be Steph. He has the stats that you guys all love. And, alright, let's see this. Oh, wow. My bad. Westbrook has 38 triple-doubles. Jokic is second with 16. Oh, wow, that's a big stat. Anyway, 2 would probably be Steph. He has the stats that the NBA loves to see. And he brought a bad team to the playoffs. A team that last year was like the 14 seed without him. So, he would be number 2. Number 3 for me would be Embiid. Embiid would be number 3. He missed a lot of games, but they were the 1 seed. And Embiid was the leader of that team. He averaged 28, 10. He shot 38% from 3. Or do I want to put Giannis at 3? I told you before the season, Giannis ain't winning his 3rd straight MVP. It's ridiculous. Do I want to say Giannis? That's a tough one. So Giannis and Embiid, it's kind of interchangeable, would probably be 3 and 5, because number 4 for me is Chris Paul. And remember, this is based on my belief system mixed with the NBA's. Obviously, the NBA is not going to have Chris Paul in the top 5, probably. And I don't know if Steph Curry is going to be number 2, but this is what I believe. Alright, so number 3, I'm going to give to Embiid. 4, Chris Paul. 5, Giannis. That's my top 5. Alright, but Steph, great job. Very well done this year. Maybe your best year ever. In my opinion, it is. I think it's better than 2016 because in 2016, you had Klay Thompson, who was just as good a shooter as you and contributed a lot. This year, you really didn't have much help. So, congrats on that. Speaking of Steph, he plays the Lakers in a play-in game on Wednesday. I cannot wait for that. I think I would have much rather seen Steph and LeBron in a Western Conference Finals again. But you know, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be entertaining, that's for sure. It's going to be entertaining. The Lakers probably win. Curry's going to have to drop, he's going to have to go 2018 LeBron, which I'm not ruling out in any way. But Lakers are favored by 4.5. We got to remember, LeBron and AD, just because they're back, doesn't mean they're just going to be, Lakers are all of a sudden going to be this contender again. You got to give it some time. So I would want the Lakers early. If I were the teams in the Western Conference, I would want the Lakers early, so that we don't have the fully developed Lakers, fully developed defending champions. But last night, LeBron tweaked his ankle again. So, and AD only dropped 14 in 30 minutes, and that might be good for other players, but for AD, no. So, I don't know. He tweaked his ankle yesterday. AD didn't do as well as he normally does. So, Lakers, it's probably the best shot that the Warriors have at them right now. But, anyway. So, there were some great speeches and moments at the Hall of Fame this Saturday. And, MJ, he accepted the Hall of Fame, achievement on behalf of Kobe, and that was emotional. Vanessa Bryant's speech was very moving there. And, there are some great moments. Tim Duncan had a great speech, and I think Tim Duncan's incredibly underrated. I really do. As an all-time great, I think he's top 10 all-time. I wouldn't say top 5. I think that's a bit of a stretch, because I think MJ, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Wilt, I think they're all better than Tim Duncan. But I think Tim Duncan's right up there with Kobe. Really. And, Kobe, let's compare their careers real quick. Alright, let's pull up a comparison here. Alright, Tim Duncan compared to Kobe. Alright. They both won 5 NBA championships. Tim Duncan made 15 All-Star games. Kobe made 18. Duncan has 2 MVPs to Kobe's 1. Tim Duncan has 3 Finals MVPs to Kobe's 2. Kobe has 1 more first team than Tim Duncan. They both have 15 All-NBA selections. Kobe has 1 more All-Defensive First Team. Tim Duncan has more All-Defensive First Teams in total. Kobe won more scoring titles than him.